Greetings and hello to everyone. I will try to make this in one go, and I have a ton of things to say. I honestly have no idea from where to start, but you should really not skip this video because what you are about to see needs every bit of explanation I can give you. Also, I'm not sharing this with you to brag about something. What I'm about to show you is something very dear to me, a dream which is finally taking shape. So let's begin without further delay. Since it's night, let's wait for the sun to come up and begin story time. I have created and wanted to create is something which started with a dream about 12 years ago. Finally I decided that I could make this dream come true in a survival building game, but I tried two before Subsistence and they were a semi-complete failure. The first one was called Raft, and unfortunately the size of what I made just made the game explode. The second one was called The Infected. Unfortunately it had a ton of texture problems, and again the size of what I made was too big for it and pieces began to disappear. And on top of it all, my progress and save files were deleted when an update came and reset everything, which was quite devastating, as you can imagine, because I've put in like 600 hours of work. I forgot. Never mind. Whatever. Interestingly enough, none of what I created or wanted to make was good enough. It was not perfect. There was so many correlations between my idea and my real life. Basically, when my save files were deleted with the update and infected, it corresponded with my real life going everything down the drain. It was 15th of April last year. So, in some ways you can say that in my little free time that I had, this thing I'm made and will continue to make in Subsistence kept me whole, not to completely lose my head. But I won't go further into detail. If anyone wants to know more about the story, I could explain it to you in another video. So, as I said, this became the absolute perfection of what I wanted. Why? Because Subsistence is so hard as hell. These 4 pieces of wood which I started, like, it took me 3 days and I died a billion times. It was hellish. I didn't even know if it can be done, but I never gave up and I kept pushing, and now the electricity and the mass building up, it was such a journey. But since the sun is coming up, let us begin. Let's grab a few things, I guess. Some food, whatever. This is my storage place. It's a complete mess. Whatever. As you can see, even my weapons are not upgraded, because that's the perfect synergy for the least resources for repair and efficiency in terms of killing animals and herders. Okay, let's grab my winter clothes because we're going high. Let's grab all these, maybe we'll get a nice weather. So, it's time for the big reveal. What is the grand design, you say? Well, it is the grand cathedral of God. And now I'm about to show it to you. There it is. No, just kidding, of course. As you can see, it will take me quite a while to show some sides. The location is the middle of the lake, on the island lake. I can't press M right now for the minimap because you'll see a great big model, because it's not a mini model, it's a great big model. The cathedral, I'll save that for later. It's hilarious. Okay, let me start showing you a little bit around the sides, and then I will give you the basic structure, everything, and what is what, and how it came to be. This is the right and left sides. This is the left side of the cathedral. You imagine that one, that side is the front, this is the left side, that one is the back side, and this is the right side. Left and right sides are symmetrical with the same form. The front and back sides have different patterns, these things. There are 4 pillars, which one day would go to the bottom of the ocean, but as you can imagine, these pillars cost each billion hours of gameplay. Just this to be made, just this, not everything else. Okay, calm down. Anyway, let me show you the front side and then I'll go inside. Oh, I just realized something. I don't even have a, what you call it, glider? Yeah, I didn't make this. I recently made the buggy thing, the ATV thing, because I had business down in the caves, but the glider was never needed, so I focused all my efforts on creating things, crafting things, and gathering things. So yeah, oh, there's my buggy. Okay, so this is the front side, which is the most amazing 3-dimensional cross I came up with, quite different from my previous try in Infected. You can know how much glass did this cost. I know, it pains. I don't want to remember, seriously. This thing will remain a secret, it's not finished. I won't say what it will be. And this is the storage power pyramid of God. I still haven't come up with a good name yet, never mind. It's not finished at all, but it will be amazing, I can guarantee you. I have the basic ideas in my head, I just need to finish it. So you basically come from here. Oh god, I'm running. Here is my chaotic chest collection of everything. Just fridges and this. Oh, I have like all the electricity piled up here. I don't even know how many are there. Come on, see. Yeah, 164. Yeah, sure, why not? Anyway, now let's go inside. There are three ways to get inside actually. Maybe the third is not exactly inside, but I'll get into that a bit later. The most basic way from where the followers, the students, the apprentices of faith will get into the cathedral is through the tower. The 4 pillars, every and each one will have this elevator which leads to the base of the cathedral. It looks really grim, the shadow, because it's so tall. Yeah, this is the base, but okay, I'll just have to show this first. Here we go. The inside of the cathedral, which is far from what it should be. Let's talk about the side walls. The side walls will have balconies, and on each balcony there will be people who gather to listen. You know, with an amazing form which I haven't came up with yet. This is the podium, and the main inquisitor of God spreads the word of God to everyone. This here is the Tower of God, which is absolutely not nearly finished, because I had to focus on other things, and I was thinking in the meantime of the form. You see, that's the interesting thing. The slowness of the game gave me time to perfect my ideas. I was like, okay, this will be made this, then you're like, no, this is not the way, a bit like this, and then you try it and you're like, yeah, but a little bit more this. You do it to perfection, because all the amount of work, I mean, the base, this floor, took me like 4 months, I think, just this floor, nothing. You know how demoralizing it is? You make this floor, you make this one wall with a billion trips to cut wood and everything else. Then you're like, oh, okay, now time for another wall, and another wall, and another wall, and 4 pillars, which... Okay, calm down again. Now, where was I? Yeah. So, you could climb to every and each one of the floors through the stairs, which is quite a painful journey, but it symbolizes the climb of life. You know, every bit of climbing in the beginning is painful and hard, and this goes to the 13th floor, which is like 3 floors are 3. This is 1 floor, so make it 49 steps to the top. Actual height to the roof is 60 of these. So yeah, the other way you can climb is through these little elevators I've placed when you're an advanced student. Every and each leads to a different floor, and the last one would lead to the 13th. But oh wait, before I go to the roof, I want to show you the podium. As I said, things will be far more better. Just needs the fine details. This is the basic structure of the cathedral you're seeing now. But if I waited more about this video, if I'm seeing this for the first time, my head will blow. Seriously. I mean, who makes this? Insane people. Okay, so from here you climb to the podium of the Grand Inquisitor of Gaul. And there are two elevators. One is for the podium, the other one is something far more amazing, which I'll show you in a second. Triangular podium correlates with the Tower of God form at this particular level. Anyway, this is the podium. The grand speeches would be given here, and everyone would listen from side to side. Enough about that. Second most amazing thing, which is another elevator, but a bit different, higher, which leads through the cross to the top to purify thyself. And you can see the outside of the cathedral. Oh, the hunter camp. Size comparisons. There's a normal house right there. I'll press the mini map in a second. I'm inside the cross right now. This is how the room looks like. It took me about 5 months to make. And 5 months of perfected resource gathering, which is a perfect schedule of 3-day walkarounds in which you gather like crazy and then go loot the hunter cabins. The resources are around I cannot calculate them, seriously. I stopped calculating a long time ago because it will drive you crazy. If you think just for a second about the quantity of materials you need to gather while you are making, let's say, the base, you would just give up. If you think of the insane road ahead, you'll just give up. If you take on in life something so grand, you should just go step by step forward patiently, not thinking about the difficulties. Okay, so off to the roof we go. How do we go, you say? Well, I will answer quite swiftly. Oopsie, fuck. Greet me. Oh. And now they have materials. Anyway, so from these middle parts of the side walls, which you obviously see, this is not finished from the inside, and I'm still thinking about the form, that's why. Also resources. But from here you can climb to the roof. You see the lake from here, and the actual elevator to the top just undescribable, because as you can see, the two parts, the wooden part and the metal part, which took me a while. Oh, what a perfect timing, the sun is right in front of it. Wow, that's a view, don't you think? Now, if I wanted to make this happen and calculate it, it would take me a while. It's a strange thing how fate goes, you know. Anyway, there's the roof. It's a complete mess, of course. This is the lower part of the roof, which has these special observation windows, which are quite cool, because you can step on them. And they will be placed in over the cathedral in different forms. Of course, this side and that side will have same forms. The front and back side will have different ones. But for now, let's get to the roof. The top side of the roof is made from 4 lower parts, which you can obviously see. The inside of the cathedral, this is the lower part. This is the part where the Tower of God will come out of, and to get to the top. Oh, did I say about the Tower of God? Yeah, the Tower of God starts from the base of the island, goes through the middle, and will go to the top and even more, but I won't spoil what is the final idea. So yeah, these 4 parts here, there and there are lower, and the other parts are absolutely much higher. Also, I need to figure out what I'm gonna do with these concrete parts. Oh yes, you can see the pillars go through the cathedral too and will become towers when they're above the roof. And of course I didn't finish most of them, because every bit of wood I place in these pillars makes my body feel pain. Anyway, so I'm gonna press M in a second. Are you ready? This is the mini model. This is the mini cathedral. What's mini about it? You can see every freaking thing. I'm crazy. I should be put in a mental hospital. I can even see the hunter cabin. Anyway, so let me just share with you another great view, which is from the other side. I'm not crazy at all, I just had this great dream. And when you have great dreams, you are willing to put in all the effort so it can happen. Yeah, this is the view I was talking about. It's quite beautiful here, and when you walk you can see the cross and the roof, which is nowhere near completion, of course. All of these parts here to the top would be closed like this, which is also not finished if you see it correctly. You see it? This one is open, this one is closed. let's check out how much resources did I collect. And keep in mind, these are not the resources from the chests, normal chests, or from hunter cabin chests or corpses or whatever. 200,000, 254,576 wood logs. Sure, why not? 72,000 fibers, 17,000 scrap. I stopped collecting iron ore and other ores because I have enough metal extractors and electricity to maintain them. Sandstone, 22,000. Oh, poopy. And, oh, 1,746 special wood with the lockpicks. Awesome. 4,000 pearls. Jeez. 58 times I died. 58 times. I haven't died in like a year or so. Maybe less. Yeah, maybe 7-8 months. I think I died again. Carelessly. Well, I have one last thing to show you, and it's the Tower of God view, which is modest because it's quite not finished, but in the future it will be the grandest. Okay, let's see, where was the endgame fence? There's a fence here. The map fence. Okay, not die, not die, not die, not die, not die, not die, not hit it, not hit it, not hit it, no, not hit it. There's the fence. There would be so much more to be added. I won't go into explanation what exactly, but it would look beyond amazing. It's just, this is the basic structure, which took a year and a half of hard work. Okay, so here's the Tower of God. You cannot enter the Tower of God if you do not kneel. Symbolic, right? Into a narrow which points to the skies and heavens. I've put in so much symbolic meaning in everything I've built, but it would not be possible if the game wasn't exactly like that. So I have to thank the creator so much for making this game and making my dream come true. I hope this video reaches him. I would have really liked if there were some stone statues, ornaments, which I could put inside as decorations. Grand statues. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video, guys. I will leave an email in the description if you wanna tell me something which is too long for a comment on YouTube. You can write me there. I hope I inspired all great builders and players of Subsistence that one man can really make all of this possible with great effort. One man who started from 4 pieces of wood and a ceiling and died 5 times and wasted 3 days to get there. Right there and then I could have given up and be like, fuck it, I've tried hard enough. My saves were deleted. No, I didn't give up, and now this is a reality.